Hello, and welcome back to Teacher Gimble's channel. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe for more videos like it. Today we're going to talk about visualizing equivalent ratios. So let's look at the problem we're given. If there are 48 boys and 16 girls in a room, fill out all of the possible ratios of boys to girls that could be made. Now we want to look at the ratio that we begin with, which is 48 to 16. Now in my last video, you should have seen how to simplify the ratio as much as possible. To do that, you found the greatest common factor. In this case, we're going to look for all of the factors, not just the greatest common factor. So let's go ahead and do that. Factors of 48 are, of course, 48, but we also have 24, 16, 12, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, 48 has a lot of factors. 16 factors of 16 are 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. So to find all of the possible ratios, what we're going to do is we're going to look at common factors that are greater than 1. So let's start with 2. 2 is a common factor because it goes into 48 and it also goes into 16. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll divide both sides by 2. I'll get 24 and 8. And there we go. That's our first equivalent ratio. So equivalent ratios can be found simply using the common factors. And we see our dots split up accordingly. So let's cross them out because we've completed it. The second common factor we have is 4, because 4 goes into 16 and 4 goes into 48. So I'm going to say 48 to 16, which is our original ratio, and I divide both sides by 4. This gives me 12 and 4. That's another equivalent ratio. 12 to 4. Now that we found our second equivalent ratio, let's cross out the 4. Our third common factor is 8. So we start with our first ratio. We divide both sides by 8. 48 divided by 8 is 6. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And that's another equivalent ratio. We're almost finished. Now the last equivalent ratio is with our last common factor, and that's 16. So again, I start with my original ratio, and I'm going to divide both sides by the common factor. 48 divided by 16 is 3, and 16 divided by 16 is 1. So I'm going to be able to go ahead, and I'll be able to put in 3 to 1 for my final ratio. There we go. We are finished. We may now press submit. If you have any questions about simplifying ratios, please check out some of my earlier videos. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.